welcome to the Deep Dive.
Hi there.
Today, we're jumping into the world of a really remarkable photographer and traveler, Tamara von Rechenberg.
Yeah, we've got this great interview with her, plus some of her own notes.
And we're trying to figure out, how does her camera lens become this tool, this bridge, really, between cultures?
Yeah.
How does it foster understanding?
Exactly. Our mission here is to look past just the stunning photos and really understand her method.
How she connects.
Yeah, how she connects, how she captures things others might miss, and importantly, how these experiences actually change her perspective.
Okay, so expect some really unique insights into the art of seeing, I guess.
Definitely.
All right, let's unpack this. Tamara's passion for photography.
Yeah.
It started early, right?
Very early. She was just 14, found this Raleigh 35S camera.
And she called it Love at First Click.
Yeah, which is great. And what's interesting thinking about it is that specific camera, small, discreet, it might have sort of unintentionally set the stage for her whole approach later on, blending in, not being this obvious photographer figure.
Right, not dominating the scene. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And she didn't formally study photography.
No. Her degree was in marketing and communication in Frankfurt. Plus, she ran her own ad agency for, over 35 years?
CC Verbiginter, yeah, a German firm.
So that background gives her this unique edge, doesn't it? It's not just about the image itself, but the communication, the story behind it. Global visual storytelling.
Like her business sense feeds her art. Visual diplomacy, you called it.
Pretty much, yeah.
And her travels really took her everywhere, not just boardrooms.
Far beyond. Europe, obviously, but then deep into Asia, Cambodia, Vietnam, even Mustang.
That remote kingdom only opened up in 92. Wow.
Exactly. Then South and Central America, and more recently, places like Iran and Uzbekistan.
And a key thing, a really critical part of her process.
Yeah.
She always travels alone.
Always.
Uh-huh.
And for anyone who knows travel photography, that's not just like a preference, it's a strategy.
Right. Why, though?
Well, it gives her that intense focus, the flexibility. She talks about following her intuition, letting moods guide her. You can't really do that easily with someone else tagging along.
No distractions, pure immersion.
Exactly. Which brings up a big question, doesn't it? How do you approach people in completely unfamiliar cultures? Especially with language barriers.
Yeah, how does she do that?
That's where her philosophy really comes through. It's all about respect. Profound respect, she calls it. And always asking permission.
It's not just snapping a picture.
Never. She calls it a heart-to-heart exchange. She finds ways to communicate hands and feet in Asia, she said.
Hands and feet, love that.
And get this, she often sends printed photos back to the people she photographed.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's a real commitment, a genuine thank you.
It really is. And you see that depth of connection in her Tibet work.
Ah, yes, the Prayer Wheels photo book from 2007.
Which was actually a personal birthday gift for the Dalai Lama. She met him quite often, over 10 years.
Wow.
She even documented his Kalachakra initiation in Ladakh. It's this huge Buddhist ceremony for world peace.
And she described the sand mandalas. Intricate art, just wiped away.
A powerful symbol, right? Life's impermanence, the transient nature of things.
Definitely. And she didn't just document, she took action.
Yeah, she created aid projects, like the Pocket Altar.
A small portable shrine.
Exactly, designed to help Tibetans preserve their culture under, difficult circumstances, severe repression.
Which led to her 2010 exhibition, Prayer Wheels and the Power of Faith, dedicated to their struggle.
And she apparently has enough material ready for a major Tibet exhibition in New York, too.
Incredible dedication. Then, after her Special People project during the pandemic, she turned her focus to Uzbekistan.
Right. And again, her approach is meticulous. She researches everything beforehand. History, religion, politics, culture.
Before even planning the route.
Absolutely. She went twice, took nearly 4,000 photos, and she found the people incredibly open, friendly.
Which says a lot about her respectful approach, doesn't it?
It really does. And that deep commitment to understanding, it was recognized.
The honorary certificate in 2025, right? Tourism ambassador for Uzbekistan and Germany.
Yeah, but for her, it's clearly more than just an award. She sees it as a real responsibility.
To shape Uzbekistan's image, build bridges.
Replace prejudice with actual human connection. Her camera isn't just capturing things, it's actively trying to foster understanding.
And all this travel, this deep engagement, it changed her personally.
Oh, profoundly. She says it definitely changed her, made her more society and socially critical.
Interesting. So it's about reporting honestly, understanding people.
being open, losing fear of the foreign, just engaging.
Her next project is a book on Palermo.
Yep, and she wants to keep exploring these distant, unpredictable places as long as she can.
So bringing this back to you, our listener, what's the takeaway here?
Well, Tamara von Rechenberg's story is a powerful reminder, isn't it? True understanding, it comes from stepping outside your comfort zone.
Approaching others with that deep respect she talks about.
And letting those experiences genuinely change you. Her work, especially in Uzbekistan, shows it's not just about pretty pictures.
It's about seeing the shared humanity, actively building connections.
Mm-hmm. And as she looks towards her next unpredictable journey, holding on to that wish for peace in the world, it makes you think, doesn't it?
What bridges can you build? What could you discover?
Just by looking a little closer at the world and the people in it,